It has been a slow Saturday for Lyft. I've just been online at my house though, so I haven't been trying very hard. I went online around noon, and as soon as I went online, I immediately got a ride, but it was just for a girl from my neighborhood. She needed a ride to work at the Taco Bell just down the street. So a very short ride, $3. I did learn though that Taco Bell starts at $11 an hour and you get free food. So if anybody's out there looking for a nice first time job, you know, 11 bucks an hour, it's not too bad. And then I just went home and I was hanging out, but stayed online, and then got a notification to give another guy a ride to work in Harriman. So I picked him up not too far from my house, and then dropped him off in Harriman. He works at the Walmart, and he is the new assistant manager for the Walmart. So just fun to meet these people and get to know them a little bit. But so far I've only made about $10 today, but honestly I haven't been working very hard to get any money for Lyft or from Lyft today. So, you know, I'm just hanging out in the South Jordan area, and it's rainy, and I don't think people are really interested in going out today. Everybody wants to stay in, which is fine because that's how I feel too. So I'll stay online, see if I get anything else. Well, I didn't make it home this time. I got a notification to pick somebody up in Kearns, which is about a 10-minute drive away from where I was, which is fine. I just got back onto the Mountain View corridor, and I'm headed north to pick up somebody in Kearns. Lame ride. So it took me 10 minutes to get out there, and she just needed to go like 2.5 miles, and so it was a $3 ride, but whatever. I'm $3 richer than I was before, right? Right, okay. So I'm just gonna kind of take the longish way home and mosey back and see if I pick up more rides. It's starting to snow. My son has a basketball game in about 2 hours, so I don't really intend on hunting out any rides this afternoon. I'm just gonna kind of see what comes to me. But yeah, so I'm up to like $13 now for the day. Yay! But the guy that I gave a ride to Walmart, he left me a $5 tip, so that was very nice of him. That always boosts those earnings and makes you feel better about getting out there and driving on crummy weather days like today. So, well, I just made 18 bucks in 1 hour. I went online after 6 o'clock and immediately got a ride to go pick up the same guy from India that I dropped off yesterday. And so it was kind of funny, same guy. So I picked him up and took him up into Murray. So that was a $10 ride, a little over more than $10. And then immediately got 2 other short rides. Just some girl from the 7-Eleven to go to the Village Inn, and then picked up a guy almost from the Village Inn. It was just down the street. And he was going to the Maverick Center for an event. I should have asked him what the event was. He was just chit-chatting about other things. So I don't even know what was going on at the Maverick Center. Probably a hockey game. But yeah, so it was 18 bucks, and I would stay out and keep driving, but my daughter has made dinner. So I'm going home to have dinner, and then I'll go back online again. But not bad. I like it when things work out like that, and you know, make some good money. So all of a sudden I'm up to $30 for the day, but I think I'll go back on later again tonight because I want to get 3 more rides during the peak hours so that I can get my $15 power bonus, because that is something with Lyft. And that is something I try to do because, hey, it's 15 bucks, you know, every little bit helps. It's 10 o'clock and I just did 2 more rides really close to my home. The first one was the most interesting one of the day. So I picked up 4 people. It was 2 married couples, but from the bar near my home, and they had obviously had a little to drink, and were telling me the story about how they went to the bar tonight and the tables were full because somebody was having a bachelorette party, and they tried to sit down at one of the tables that had all kinds of fun decorations on it, but there was nowhere else to sit, and got into a fight with the mother of the bride, and the bouncer almost kicked them out. And anyway, sounds like a lot of fun for an evening out. So they were telling me their side of the story, which is always fun to hear. But they were funny and they were nice, and good times. And then the second one was a young man who picked him up from the Chick-fil-A, and he had just gone to see the new Star Wars with his friends. So we had a nice discussion about the new Star Wars and the good and the bad about it. And he seemed to be very serious about his Star Wars and what was in the movie, and even told me a couple of Easter eggs that to look for. So I want to do one more ride tonight, and then I get my $15 bonus. Yay! So I'm gonna stay online just for a little bit longer. It's only 10 o'clock, so that's nice, but I'm still back in South Jordan where I live. So it's not super busy, but I'll probably pick up one more and then I'll call it a night. And I am offline now, so I got one more ride shortly after the last one. So I actually went home and I grabbed a drink, and then I got a notification to pick up a guy at the Smiths in Harriman and just give him a ride home. And he was super nice. He grew up here, but then lived in Detroit for a long time, and then came back, and he was just amazed at how much everything has grown since the last time he was here. So, and then I immediately got another request when I dropped him off. I was going to go offline, but I got another request to go pick up a teenage girl in Harriman and then drop her off in West Jordan. But when I picked her up, she basically said, "Step on it." And I said, "Oh, are you late for something?" And she's like, "Yeah, I'm late getting home." And I said, "Okay, I can respect that. At least she's trying to get home." But then as we're getting closer, she changed. She's like, "Can you just drop me off at the McDonald's?" "Oh, no, wait. Instead, drop me off at the Walgreens." And I said, "Okay." And she said, "Someone else is supposed to be giving me a ride home." Apparently, she was at a friend's house that she wasn't supposed to be at, and then her mother ended up being at the McDonald's that she wanted me to drop her off at, so I had to take her around to the other side of the Walgreens to drop her off so she could sneak out of the car and try to get into her friend's car. I told her, I was just laughing. She said, "I swear I'm a good kid. I'm a good kid. My mom just doesn't understand. She doesn't want me to hang out with those other kids." And I'm like, well, being a mom, I said, maybe she has her reasons, as to why you shouldn't be hanging out. She's like, no, my mom's just Hispanic and so 1970s. She doesn't get it. No, so I don't know what... I don't know what the problem is, but anyway, she seemed like a pretty good kid, good girl, but it was pretty funny, her sneaking around. And so I feel bad being a mother of teenagers. I was like, I really shouldn't be helping you out like this, but be good. So she was nice, she was funny, and anyway, so that's it for today. I have made, how much money have I made? It's over $40 now. I can't remember. $45, almost $50. So pretty good night. And I made my extra $15 bonus, which is always a perk. And I'm gonna call it good because I have to work really early tomorrow morning, and it's almost 11 o'clock. So I'm just gonna go home now and call it for the evening. So good night.